You're listening to WooSox Insider, presented by your Worcester Red Sox.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the first edition of WooSox Insider Season 2, our second season.
Take two.
Take two for us, if you will, where something is always cool and new, continued from WooSox 22. What we have that's cool and new is a new co-host. Along with Dave Leonardi, I'm Tim Quidadamo, TQ, and joining us as our co-host for Season 2 after Decaf moved over to the left coast. That's the one that's on the L for left. This one isn't when you look at your hands. Brendan Black,
Nice.
who was an extremely valued and appreciated member of the WooSox production team, directed the in-ballpark entertainment for WooSox 22, talented videographer, tall drink of water.
Our baby boy.
You want me to
Brendan.
keep going?
Yeah, I'd prefer if you did.
I like calling him, since I'm TQ and you go by initials with me. I like going by your initials, which is just BB, which sounds like baby, which is funny, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I am glad to be here.
So Brendan, co-host of the pod from now on, and the three of us met a couple of weeks ago after the WooSox season ended, and we'll get into some of the items that the WooSox Foundation has gotten into and some new upcoming pieces of merchandise after this episode. But what we wanted to do for Season 2 was actually some newer segments. So we're introducing a debate segment to be named. I don't think we have a name for it yet, but
Player to be named later.
Yeah, we're gonna start off the show with a 1v1 debate segment. And since Brendan is the new co-host, he brought a topic. Dave and I have not heard this topic at all. We have no idea what the topic is going to be, but we're going to get it. We're going to take 5 minutes that we're going to cut the audio for, and then Dave and I are going to go at it after only 5 minutes max of prep work.
Okay, so we are going to do the most unbreakable records in Major League Baseball. So, Dave.
Oh, can we pick this one?
Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Okay. So
and then
So rather than if you guys want to choose which record you believe would be most unbreakable, we will now give Dave the first choice of which record he wants to defend, and TQ can decide second.
David, go ahead.
David, I could give you.
Whoa! What's with these extra letters you're putting in here when you're?
I went full government name on you.
Yeah.
David, go ahead. Take your pick.
Okay, Timothy. Well,
my legal first name is actually just Tim.
So.
Well, my unbreakable record that I wish to defend is Cal Ripken Jr.'s consecutive game streak.
2,632 games. All right, Dave, that's yours. TQ.
That's the one I was going to pick. All right. Unbreakable record. I'm going to take 56.
Consecutive games with a hit for Mr. DiMaggio.
For Jumpin' Joe DiMaggio.
Jumpin' Joe
56 game hit streak will never be broken.
All right. So, Dave, we will let you lead the way. Tell us why Cal Ripken's most consecutive games played will never be broken. And the timer starts now.
I feel like, especially nowadays, players are given way more time to develop in the minor league and farm system over the decades. I feel like before 1980, 1970, there was not less of a journey, but less of a time spent in the minors before getting to the majors if you are a promising prospect. So also injuries in the MLB are also just freaking nature stuff. There's random things you can happen between slipping in the shower to a motorcycle accident. So to be that consistent where you're being productive enough to play every day for all of those years and keeping yourself healthy enough to play a 162 game season consecutively over and over, I don't think that's ever going to be replicated again.
And there's your time. And TQ, you're up.
This is like the most structured thing we've ever done on this podcast, by the way, with time. So first, to rebut Dave's point, I think we're going to get to the point in Major League Baseball where there are going to be at least one off day a week, and they're going to reduce the numbers of games in any given season, or at least extend the season further out so that players get more rest. But I don't think the 56-game hit streak is ever going to be broken because it didn't really happen. In both the 30th and 31st games of Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak, he had one hit that could have gone either way based on the official scorer, was likely to be ruled an error nowadays. One of them said it hit a pebble in front of the shortstop, which is why he bobbled it, and DiMaggio beat it out, so they ruled it a single. Fields are way too perfectly manicured these days for that to happen, and 56 is just unreachable because even Jumpin' Joe got halfway.
And there we go. All right, Dave, I'm going to give you 30 seconds of rebuttal time. Are you ready?
Yep.
There you go.
I feel like the 56 record is way more beatable than Cal Ripken's because for some hits, a lot of it can just be luck with just a fielder misplaying a ball, but it doesn't hit his glove, so it rolls through. And because he didn't touch it, it's not an error. It can just roll through. A random bounce, if you hit a ball up the middle, and it's looked like, you're going to be dead to rights on an easy throw from the second baseman, but it hits the rubber on the mound and bounces somewhere. There's so many different obstacles and variables that can happen to allow a hit, no matter what the positioning is and no matter the speed of the ball.
All right, TQ, you will get 35 seconds as Dave went over.
Dave. Closest anyone's come to 56 is Pete Rose, greatest hitter, just like base hit hitter who's ever lived. And he was 12 games short. 12 games short. That's half of a month in baseball. And I think it's just blasphemy to think it could be a record that's beaten. When, on the other hand, I really do believe in the next 50 years, they will have a lot more off days in baseball to allow their superstars to play every single day. Basketball and hockey are thinking the same thing. They only play 82.
And there it is. So those are two. Does anyone have any final words that they would like to say? Dave, I'll give you 20 seconds to think.
No.
Okay, that good. Okay.
I think I've made my points.
Yeah.
20 seconds?
Yep. And go.
Listeners, watchers, we had an argument before this too, a debate topic that we didn't record, and I won that, and then we went with the fresh one so it could be fresh because that's how we want it to be. So I'm already 1-0.
Well, I would like to say that I think it would be more fair if we allowed the listeners to make the decision on who wins rather than the judge. So we could put a poll after this so we could see, so that, rather than have me be slighted by what Dave's decision was last week, and I give the win to DQ or whatever that is. So
Because you want to.
Because I want to, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that there were a couple other big unbreakable
let's
ones.
Go through, let's go through the list.
Because you got to think about Cy Young has 511 career wins.
Yeah,
see ya. I don't even know if a player is going to get to 300 anymore. Like, I mean, it's a colossal task to get to 200. And now you get an additional 100 wins on top of that is pretty insane. Also, Cy Young, 749 complete games.
Yeah, and that's never.
What if they go to 7-inning games eventually?
Yeah, we had one pitcher throw a complete game this year for the WooSox, and that was Kyle Hart because of a 7-inning game. Granted, it's minor league baseball, but still, how many pitchers get through all 7 innings? I mean, yeah, that would boost it up a little bit, but 749, you're lucky to make that many starts.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
This isn't.
You get 30 starts a year, like 33 if you are the opening day starter.
Mm-hmm.
maybe 35. That's crazy.
This isn't an unbreakable record, but I don't think we're going to see another 700 home run hitter in our lifetime. I think it's going to be a very long time until someone gets to 700 home runs again. Because, like, who's the closest right now? Like Mike Trout or something?
I think that's the one.
Or like Miggy, but Miggy's retiring if he hasn't
I
already.
think Trout is doing it.
You think Trout's hitting 700?
I think Trout, I'll go on record right now.
Well,
Mike Trout is going to hit 700 home runs.
and we'll follow up
By the time it's all said and done. Yeah.
We'll follow up in a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
We'll follow up. He just finished his age 30 season. He hit 40 home runs. He only played 119 games.
Jeez. Yeah.
And this includes a couple injury shortened seasons. In 2021,
Pandemic.
he only played 36 games. Pandemic season, he only played 53 of 60. Even in 53 games, he hit 17 home runs. He's become a prolific power hitter since the mid 2010s. His last 3 complete seasons he's played: 39 home runs in 2018, 45 home runs in 2019, and then even if you talk about last season where he missed a month and a half because of injury, 40 bombs. So if he hits 40 a year, right now he has 350. He's exactly halfway to 700.
Jeez.
If he hits 40 home runs a year for how many years is that? He would have to hit 50 for 7 years. So 40 home runs a year if he's in the league until he's 40, which you think they move him away from center field, put him in a corner outfield spot, or now even
DH.
National League teams have a DH.
Yeah.
Let the man hit tanks.
That's true. I feel like the universal DH does allow for way more opportunity in that aspect, because that's what allowed Bryce Harper to even play the rest of this year after he had, what was it, the UCL tear sprain in his elbow at the beginning of the year, so he couldn't play in the field.
Got hit in the hand in San Diego. Missed a lot of time.
Another one, the longest game in 1981 in Pawtucket, had 882 combined pitches in the entire game. That's never getting touched.
That's never getting touched. That's never getting touched. That would have been a good one to take.
Yeah. By the way, fans, the poll to vote on who won the debate, me or TQ, will be on Twitter underneath in the reply to the audiogram post when the episode is released on Monday.
Go to WooSox Twitter, twitter.com/WooSox, or log into your Twitter machine, look up at WooSox. That's us. We'll be there. We will be there.
We always are.
Speaking of where we will be, we're going to be releasing episodes bi-monthly, just like a paycheck, basically.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly?
Yeah, bi-monthly would be every other month.
No, it's the same thing.
Bi-monthly, that would be every other month.
Oh, here we go.
Right?
Debate number 2.
Oxford Dictionary. Done, produced, or occurring twice a month or every 2 months.
See, he says or. There's an or. There's an or in that definition.
I'm not wrong.
That makes it really hard.
It could be either. It could be either. Bi-weekly makes it seem like we're going to put out 2 a week. Bi-weekly, done, produced, or occurring every 2 weeks or twice a week. So what I'm doing, Dave, listen to what I'm doing here. I'm under-promising and over-delivering. People are going to think we're releasing a pod at once every 2 months, and they're going to go, holy smokes, they're doing it twice a month. What a joy.
Joy.
That's 4 times as many podcasts as they were expecting.
Yeah,
They're
so we're releasing.
So excited.
Yeah, we're releasing either bi-monthly or bi-weekly, whichever you choose.
You'll see the posts.
2 times every month. Even February. It's shorter in February. Doesn't matter. 2 times, 2 sods.
Yeah, we're grinding.
But this is just a short episode to introduce season 2. So wanted to tell you, every other Monday, twice a month. There we
clearer.
go.
Yeah,
much clearer. Every other Monday, starting with this episode, you'll listen to us again in 2 weeks. But a couple of things to look out for. You might have seen the news, dating back to a great Pawtucket Red Sox and Paw Sox Foundation tradition. The WooSox Foundation sent 2 kids to the World Series this year to watch games 1 and 2, which is a really cool drawing that we do with the Pawtucket Boys and Girls Club every single year. And it was just great. They had a blast. So fun story. You can check out some more on it at WooSox.com. There's a full article. And then team store plug. Marvel and minor league baseball have been putting out so much content, having our Defenders of the Diamond game last year where the WooSox were in Black Panther jerseys. That was awesome. And then Marvel actually marvelized every single, I think, participating, which is basically everyone, but every minor league baseball logo.
It's
So there is
really cool.
a marvelized smiley ball where he's
He's like-
essentially being used as a shield. He's that powerful,
It's like Captain America.
but cooler.
Yeah, Captain Worcester.
Yeah. Shout out Chris Evans, Sox fan. But
Nice.
that merch, so hat, shirts, go on sale November 18th. That's this Friday.
And if we know anything about new merch, it's gonna go fast.
It's going to go quick. So you want to get it because who knows when we'll restock. But Kyla down in the team store loading up because she knows it's going to be bulls in a china shop for Marvel merch on
And-
sale Friday, November 18th.
Yeah, and tip of the cap to our team store as yeah, there you go, Dave. One of the top revenue producers in all of minor league baseball this year with the amount of merchandise and whatnot sold. You see WooSox stuff everywhere. It is awesome. It's so cool to see, and it's a very recognizable logo, and it's it's pretty awesome.
I think even more a shout out to WooSox fans.
Oh yeah.
I was at the Celtics
The
game on
pride.
Sunday. There's a kid waving around a smiley ball plushie on the Jumbotron in TD Garden at a
What a
Celtics
legend.
game.
Yes.
Comfort plushies. Get one.
Yeah.
My dog has one. It was under the couch for months. We thought he had eaten it. Turns
they-
out
They hide
little
the things they
yeah.
cherish the most.
Right. Tried to bury it on some hardwood floors. What an idiot, Boggs.
Come on,
But-
Boggs.
Yeah, we found it doing some cleaning
There you go.
over the weekend. So Comfort Smiley back in action. Marvel
Mhm.
Smiley, November 18th, Friday. Get yours at the team store. Yeah, how's that for a plug,
That's a
Brendo? Welcome to the
plug,
pod.
man. Wow, I got a lot to learn.
Okay. Brendan Black, Dave Leonardi, Tim Quidadamo. This is WooSox Insider. We'll see you bi-monthly in 2 weeks.
Bi-weekly, yeah. All right. See ya.